You can choose at any moment positivity. You can choose at any moment gratitude. You can choose at any moment service. You can choose to change your mindset in an instant if you wanted to. The challenge is we're so living in our subconscious mode that we don't catch it soon enough. We don't take the action that we're proud of, and then we regret it. We regret it later on. This morning, I woke up really early. I'm very tired. I woke up at 3:45 a.m. for some reason, don't know why. Look at my watch, like 3:45 a.m. What? Oh man. Okay. Whew. Try to go back to sleep, toss turn for about an hour, and then I got up. I was like, okay, it's 4:45. It's almost 5. Let's get up. And I got to work and started doing things. And then the crash hit me. The crash hit me. Just not enough sleep. And everything inside me wanted to shut down. I wanted to just take a complete break, not do my walk in the morning, not take the dogs out. Well, the dogs have to go out, but not do my routine, not do any of my usual stuff, not record videos. Today's a Tuesday when I record. It's video recording day. And it's in these moments, those trying times, that you have to decide who you want to be. You have to decide if you want to choose to be positive, choose to live in gratitude, choose to live in productivity, choose to live in service, or not. What would the future you think of your actions right now? And I think 95% of the time, the answer is to push a little harder. Move the brake line forward, right? Where you would normally take a break, move that forward just a little bit. Move the brake line forward a touch. And 5% of the time, you have to be more gentle on yourself. When my family dog passed away, when I broke my neck, when, all sorts of things have happened to me, just like they've happened to you. Sometimes the answer is to give yourself a little more grace, to recognize how far you've come, everything that you've done with the limited amount of resources and time that you have. But I think if we default to that, then we default to staying stuck and staying small, because life is going to throw so many different challenges at you. So I think 95% of the time, that's the 5%, right? 5% of the time, you give yourself more grace, you let yourself off the hook, you take the day off, you do whatever you need, especially if you're struggling with grief. If you're struggling with grief, I think you just have to work your way through it. You have to give yourself a lot of grace and a lot of time, and it will get better. And just please don't go through it alone. But almost everything else, usually the answer is to keep going, because it'll make you more proud, because you're teaching yourself that you stand up to obstacles and you overcome. So this morning I woke up, I got out of bed, I was instantly productive, like, okay, I'm wired for whatever reason. Here we go, let's go. Answering my Discord messages. If you're not on Discord, evancarmichael.biz, I'm there every morning. It's super fun, answering questions. It's such a great community. So I did my Discord, looked at responding to my emails and Twitter, and I got all my work done super early. Then the crash hits, and then Nina wakes up, and it's time to make videos. And I don't want to make videos. I'm tired. I feel like I'm going to let myself down, and I feel like I'm going to let you down, is the honest answer. It's not that I don't want to make videos because I don't enjoy them. I feel like I won't be at my best, and then I won't create something that I'm proud of, and I'm going to let you guys down. That's really the internal narrative. I'm going to create a subpar product, and people who watch are going to be disappointed, because I take it as a big responsibility that, some of you start your day every day with one of my videos. That means a lot to me. It's not a burden, but a responsibility that I take. And I want to make something that I'm proud of and that helps you improve your life today. At least gives you a little kickstart, like, let's go, let's have a great day. I want to be able to bring that energy. And I was worried that this morning I wouldn't be able to do it. But you know what? That's not a good enough reason. It's not a good enough reason. Like, as long as you believe those reasons, you will never create anything great. Because if you wait to have the right energy, the perfect timing, the right amount of sleep, the perfect cell phone or video camera with the perfect microphone, and it will never happen. You will never create anything great. And so I had to remind myself of that. Because you can choose positivity at any moment. You can choose service. You can choose gratitude. You can choose productivity at any moment. You can choose it if you want to. If you really want to, you can, instead of defaulting to the negative patterns. And so Nina got up. I told her I was tired. Told her I had a rough night. She said she slept super well. It's like, oh, that's really bad. But I slept so well. Like, great. Well, I'm very happy for you, but I'm very tired right now. And right away, then asked, okay, so when are we going out? Because Nina's shopping at Costco. I'm in the Costco parking lot. I think you can't make content. Like, I'm sitting here in the Costco parking lot filming videos for you guys. And I asked her, when are we going out? When do you want to go shopping? Because I'm gonna get my phone ready and I'm gonna make some videos. And in that instant, I decided, and then committing to her made it happen. And here I am in the car making the videos happen. And hopefully there's something good and I'm not disappointing you guys, but I'm making myself proud at the very least. When you show up when the world's against you, or when you've had a rough day, or when you don't feel like it, or when you got a nasty comment, or you're in a weird mood for whatever reason, you still show up. Like, when it's hard and you still show up, that's when you build the most self-love and self-belief, self-confidence. That's where it comes from, doing difficult things. And what it does is it reinforces that as your identity, that this is who you become. So the next time something comes up, you can handle it, and a little bit more, because they're moving the brake line forward. It's a really slippery slope to fall down. If every time you come up against something difficult, you don't do it, even if other people are telling you how great you are and that you can do it, if you tell yourself that you can't do it, then the next time it comes up, you reinforce that you can't do it, and you can't do it, and you can't do it. And what you've built is an automatic pattern of you don't follow through, that you can't do it, that when you set a goal, you're not going to follow through on it. You know, you're going to start and then you're going to stop. That when something gets hard, you know you're going to give up on it, or that you're going to quit in a couple days, because that's the pattern that you've built for yourself, and the pattern becomes the identity, right? If you want to switch your identity, it's totally possible. You could be the person who always follows through. You could be the person who always steps up. You could be the person who always delivers. You could be the person who always brings their best. You could be that person. You may not believe that yet, but you can be that person. So how do you get there? How does that become your new identity? There are two things that really matter. First is to be around other people who are like that. One of the reasons why I was able to get up and do this today was because I watch John Assaraf and Steve Jobs and Oprah Winfrey and these people every day. Now, I happen to know John Assaraf. He's become a friend. I don't know Steve Jobs or Oprah Winfrey. I don't know Oprah yet, so we'll see. Steve, I've missed my chance. But hanging around them, even if it's virtually, even if you don't know who John, you can't call him up and ask him a question, or you can't call up Oprah, great. You can still learn from them. You can still be around them. And the more that you see other people doing things, the more you want to go do it yourself. Have you ever been to a movie and you got inspired and you see somebody win the race? You're like, yeah, the underdog. I love the underdog stories. You ever see an underdog go off and win? And then it makes you want to go, not run a race, but do your thing. Like, you ever been inspired by somebody else's overcoming of obstacles story? Right? So it's the same thing. If you're around successful people and you see how they're doing it, and you see how they rise up against the obstacles in their life, it gives you encouragement and hope and belief that you can too. Where most of the people that we're surrounded by are already giving up. They're not even trying. They gave up years ago, right? And so when we're at our weakest moments, when we're around people or consuming content that reinforces our negative beliefs, the people say, okay, yeah, just take a break. Yeah, don't do this. You weren't meant to do this anyway. Like, why did you think you could ever do this? Just go and play a computer game, or just go and watch some, trash TV, right? Just go and get distracted for the day. Pretend like you're doing stuff, but you're not doing anything that's going to make you proud, right? Just scroll through Instagram all day like everybody else, right? When you're around that, then it's so easy for you to fall down that rabbit hole when you're not at your A game. So you can manufacture it by being around the people. Again, if you don't know them personally, then just in your environment, from the videos you watch. It's why I make this content, that I can introduce you to people and keep bringing you ideas and belief that hopefully inspires you daily to lift you up when you might be having a rough day. So that's step one. Step two is you have to then do something. People say motivation doesn't last. Well, that's true, but the point of motivation isn't for it to last. The point of motivation is to give you the courage to go do the thing. So I'm waking up this morning early, right? Nina's still sleeping. She wakes up. But before she wakes up, while I'm doing my work, while I'm hanging out in Discord, first the Discord's super fun. I'm connecting with entrepreneurs. And so it's already getting me in a good mood. And then I started watching videos from my own top 10 channel. So as I'm working, I've got, who did I listen to today? I had Bill Gates on. I had Jeff Bezos on. I had an old Richard Branson one on. And their voices are in my head as I'm working. And so then when Nina gets up, it's like, okay, let's go to work. Because I had Richard Branson and Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates in my ear this morning, right? And I don't know any of them personally. And so you could do that too, right? But the whole point of that motivation is then to give you the courage to go act. So by listening to them in the morning, listening to them is not enough, right? That's not enough. You got all inspired and motivated to not do anything. Listen to them then gave me the boldness to say, Evan, you need to make videos today. You said you're going to do it. Let's go do it. I know you're afraid of disappointing people. You're going to make it the best you can. Let's go. Because I imagine, what would Bill Gates tell me? Or what would Jeff Bezos tell me? What would Richard Branson tell me? They tell me something like that. I think. I hope. I don't think they're going to say, you know what? Just quit. Probably not, right? And then that got me to go out. And now I'm here and I'm making the content. I'm doing the thing. So it's the motivation that you need to inject into yourself plus the action. And when you do that enough, you start to build the new habit. So instead of the pattern being, I don't follow through, I always quit, I always get up, you start to build a new pattern that says, I rise to the occasion. I overcome these obstacles. I defeat that little voice inside my head. I call it the little man. I beat the little man. Right? And when you do that consistently, then that becomes your new default pattern. That the next challenge that comes in, you say, okay, let's go. What's next? I'm ready. I want the next mountain. Let's go climbing, right? So it's totally possible, but it starts with the belief that at any point you can choose positivity. At any point you can choose gratitude. At any point you can choose service. No matter what's going on in your life right now, there are millions of people who have it way worse than you. And you can choose the light. And you can choose to help. And you can choose to inspire. And doing that will not only serve the world, but make you a lot more proud of yourself too. If you want another Evan Rant video that just might give you the confidence you need, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there. The key to enjoying your life is being present. The key to focusing is being present. The key to feeling like you're valuable and what you do matters is being present. Being present is at the core to a lot of great things.